these enthralling, scenic views of open wide fields under the beaming sunlight, with the tall coconut trees and sugarcane crops, reminds us of a fantasy land from a movie. This is the land of Balayan, an agricultural municipality in the province of Batangas, the Philippines. It is truly an encapsulation of mesmerizing beauty. But wait, there is more to its story. Mabuhay. This is the group Sustainable Livelihood at Balayan, Batangas, with the group members Simi, Cindy, Grace, and Tony. Under the joint Humanitarian Entrepreneurship Summer Academy, we were assigned to the project of creating sustainable livelihoods for the sugarcane farmers of Balayan, Batangas, who had been affected from the recent closure of the region's biggest sugar mill, the CADP. For the Summer Academy, after the completion of the pre-trip training sessions and initial project preparation in Hong Kong, we led our journey to the Philippines, where we were welcomed by the facilitators and our buddies from Batangas State University and our groupmate from the University of Toronto. As our project's targeted problem was unclear and needed to be identified after community engagement, our group initially sat together to design our initial workshop for the farmers that would serve as our primary source of data for the identification of the problems faced by them. This was done under the mentorship of our facilitators, Sir Rovel Panday and Sir Melmar. With our first engagement with the sugarcane farmers from 5 different barangays of Balayan, we interviewed 12 farmers on their past and present farming experiences alongside their future expectations. We further supplemented our data with 2 additional questionnaires to get an holistic idea of their situations and problems faced by the Balayan farmers. This helped us to identify around 13 main problems of the farmers, which were consistent among all the interviewees. Based on these problems, we conducted a co-creation workshop that consisted of visioning and focus group activities that aimed on the engagement of the farmers in a way that they would consolidate with one another and rank their problems based on the degree of hardship the problems cause. Additionally, they also provided their preferred solutions. Alongside these activities, we were also attending meetings with relevant government departments. We had in-person meetings with the municipal administrator and environmental planner Mr. Gonzalo Baral and the municipal agriculturist Ms. Cristeda Manguia. In addition to these, we also held online meetings with the Department of Agrarian Reforms and the Provincial Department of Agriculture. Afterwards, our team and a group of farmers from Balayan visited the Science, Technology, Engineering and Environmental Research Hub and Food Technology Center of Batangas State University to witness the machinery and equipment with potential uses for the farmers. Based on the preliminary data collected from the conversations and workshops with the farmers and local government units, our team identified these 13 pressing problems with their respective ranks of severity that exist in their respective barangays, which has altogether affected the income, crop quality, and farming practices of the farmers. With the utmost cooperation of the farmers, our group pitched for a project proposal that aimed at addressing the question of utilizing the sugarcane farmland to its optimum so that the farmers optimize their profit in alignment with the plans and interests of the government units. In accordance with this, our project proposal was the introduction of a pilot project with the collaboration of different local government units on an area of 2 to 3 hectares farmland that would focus on using new irrigation systems of small rainwater reservoirs and solar irrigation systems, product development of sugarcane powder and wine from the sugarcane crop diversification through planting watermelon, eggplant, and cucumber, and finally crop resilience through introduction of new sugarcane varieties. In our project, we had ensured the practicality, feasibility, and de-risking of our proposals in terms of their execution for both of our stakeholders, the farmers and the LGUs. The farmers and local government units really appreciated these considerations of our proposal and recognized the importance of the underlying issues we had raised. The local government units seemed willing to execute the proposed plans while addressing the knowledge gaps in our project, especially towards the crop resilience. Through observing the discourse between the local government units and the farmers towards the end of our pitching, our group saw a momentum for our project. It was evident that the communication gaps we initially identified between the LGUs and farmers were being bridged. Over the course of our project, an important thing our group realized was the importance of broadening horizons through approaching and collecting diverse perspectives during the research process, because oftentimes what we assumed turned out to be wrong. Whether it was our assumption of farmers being unable to sell their sugarcane crops since cat peak closure, or local government units' assumption regarding the unwillingness of farmers. Only by hearing both sides of our stakeholders, our group became able to develop a fresh approach towards the formulation of our project proposal. Moreover, the scale and complex nature of our project truly challenged our group throughout this process, as our whole project required on-ground, primary research work simultaneously with constant analysis and formulation of a new vision based on the collected research results. Although the whole process was mentally and physically tiring, we were able to overcome these challenges as a group, primarily due to the strong companionship and trust we were able to develop with one another in a very short time. The true welcoming and friendly nature of the Filipinos made both of our work within the group and in the community very smooth, as their quality forced easy collaboration and communication amongst us. We were always able to share, express, and comment on each other's work to keep a check and balance with our group's progress. Through our engagements with our Batangas buddies on cultural excursions, including our trip to Paraiso village, we were able to immerse ourselves into the Filipino culture and explore the beauty of the Philippines and its people. The extremely celebrative and expressive nature of our Filipino buddies made our work smooth sailing and our trip to the Philippines worth visiting. We truly developed a strong bond with our group mates and made memories with one another that will remain with us for the rest of our lives. With that, from the team Sustainable Livelihoods,
Mabuhay at maraming salamat po, Team Tubo!
bye!